We're live,
we're
so we must be
live, yeah.
live. All right.
We're living.
Yes, we are not dead. We are not dead. It's like the guy from Pirates of the Caribbean when Barbossa shoots that one guy, but he doesn't die because, he's like undead.
Oh,
and
yeah.
he's like, you are not dead. Yeah, that's what that was. So, I'm just checking the health of the stream here on the... Oh, that whole Pirates of the Caribbean conversation got in there, so that's cool, I guess.
Do we sound okay?
Yeah, we actually sound all right.
All right. And the lag is not there. And I guess we'll check it like in 10 minutes or something.
It's a little bit of a lag, but there's always like a little lag.
Yeah,
so.
but I mean like in like 10 minutes we'll see like bigness.
Oh, yeah. And I think we should be able to see it on there too. So, no, last time we had a big lag.
Yeah.
We're just saying this for, everyone to hear. All right. What's up?
All right. Hello.
Yes.
Welcome to Drinks and Chill.
Mm-hmm.
My name is Gio. This is Matt. The same people.
Yeah. It's the same ones we always are.
Yeah.
So yeah, on this one we're going to be drinking some bourbons.
Bourbons.
Mm-hmm.
That he got on a special trip.
Yeah. The special trip like 20 minutes away. But I guess it was a special trip.
Yeah, it was a long wait.
Yeah, it was a long wait.
Yep.
So yeah, we'll get into it. But the first one that we're gonna have is a special one, and I've sorted them from lowest proof to highest proof.
Okay.
And when I was doing that, I realized that they're all kind of like up there
Mm-hmm.
because the lowest proof one is 103 proof.
Oh, wow.
So this is Blanton's Gold Label. Blanton's Gold Label, and this is a Specs store pick. The Blanton's Gold Label. So, this bourbon whiskey was dumped on 8/16/2024 from barrel house number 103, stored in warehouse, I don't know what that is. Warehouse, is that 71? Oh no, warehouse H. I'm so dumb. On Rick number 43. Individually selected, filtered, and bottled by hand at 103 proof. So yeah.
Ooh.
Dumped on 8/16/2024. So that's basically the day that it was dumped from the barrel. I don't know if that's the day it was actually bottled, but
It's just from the barrel.
yeah. It was dumped from the barrel on that day.
It has a little nice gold horse on top.
Oh yeah. This is the S. And I'm gonna have to look at the other Blantons to see which top that is. But when I got this, I didn't really look to see like which one it was, just because I don't really collect these like a lot of people do. But yeah, it is the S, Blanton's Gold Label, which is kind of like a fancier version of the regular Blantons. And so it came in this box, Blanton's Gold Edition. I guess it's not Gold Label, it's Gold Edition. And inside this box, it was in this little bag. So that's how you know it's nice. Like, the box isn't enough. It has to be in a bag in the box.
Ooh.
So.
All velvety.
Yeah. I would use the... Oh yeah, pour some water if you want. I would use the...
I have short arms.
I would use that bag for the blind tastings, but I don't think that bag is big enough for a lot of the whiskeys we have. Oh, thank you, sir. All right. Oh yeah, we're doing good. I see you pouring me the water, so the delay isn't that much.
Nope.
But yeah, I'm going to try and remember to drink water while we do this, because water is
Good.
good. Mm-hmm.
All right. So, isn't Blanton's one of our overpriced whiskeys? Is that like part of it?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Overhyped, at least. Yeah. But I don't know. Maybe this one will be good, or maybe this one will be overhyped too. I'm kind of optimistic on this one just because it is a store pick.
I think so too.
So
Because they wouldn't have done it.
no, at least I don't think so.
All right. So
Maybe
this is
they
our
would have
first
just been
one.
like, it's Blanton's. It doesn't matter what barrel we get. They're gonna buy it.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. So here's our. You want to nose it first? Or do you want to just try it, or what do you want to do?
Oh, well, knows it.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. It actually smells really good.
I think so too.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, real like vanilla-y, sweet.
You can taste. You can taste. You can smell that caramel in there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, seriously, like
And it's a bit. Well, it might be just because it's been here, and well, no, because it hasn't been that cool in here. Has it?
No, I've had the heat on today.
It has like a refreshing smell to it.
It does, yeah. All right, I'm gonna try it. Cheers. You all right, sir?
Yes.
All right.
Maybe. I'm good.
All right.
I'm alive.
He's good. Take a small sip.
Yep. Ooh, a bit spicy.
Yeah. But you know what? That's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
And just based off of like memory, I do think I like this better than the other blend. It's just right off the bat. But not on this stream, but I think we do a video one day where we compare this one to the other one and just see. Like,
yeah. So while we're taking sips of this one, tell your story, Matt.
oh, okay. So it was December 28th. And yes, I went that long without opening this bottle. It was December 28th. And one of the liquor stores here in town, Specs, was doing like their annual allocated bourbon drop. And they've done it every year for the past like, I don't know, four years at least, 5 years. Maybe it's been longer than that, but that's at least as long as I've sort of been like aware of it. But usually it was on like a Thursday or a Friday or like some day where I was at work. But this time it was on a Saturday. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to go this time. So the store opens at 10 a.m. I got there at 8 a.m. And the line was already like wrapped around the building twice and like into the parking lot and around the parking lot. Like the line was long.
At 8 a.m.?
Yeah, at 8 a.m. And like after I got there were people like getting there after me. So it was like, you know, there were a bunch of people behind me too. So anyway, we're there in line and I'm thinking that, okay, I got here at 8. There's a lot of people ahead of me. Some employee came by and was counting people. And I think I was number like, I had texted you the number, but I don't remember what it was. It was 300 something.
I think so.
I think it was like 300, I want to say like 380 something. Like in the high 300s.
I'll see if I can find it.
But I was like, well, dang, you know what? I hope that there's still stuff left by the time I get up there. And there was. But I was thinking, okay, I'll be in line for like maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours. You know, I'll be gone by noon. No. I was in line for... I got out of there like at 3 something in the afternoon. So I was in line for almost like 7 hours, 7.5 hours. But they had a lot. And I should have taken more like pictures and videos just to like be able to show y'all. But they had a lot of stuff. They had like a whole mountain of like blantons. Like I didn't even know that much blantons existed. They had this one, and then they had the gold edition that wasn't the store pick. And then they had the regular blantons, the regular Blanton store pick edition, and then the 375 milliliter bottle of the regular blantons. So they had like 5 different versions of blantons that you could get between like the different sizes and store pick versus not store pick. So I got this one, which is the gold edition store pick, which was the most expensive one, obviously. But yeah, it was quite an experience.
You were in 380th in line.
Mm-hmm. 380th, okay. So,
yeah.
But yeah, I got some good stuff, and so that's what we're gonna drink on the stream is the stuff that I got on that day. Yeah, waiting in line for 7.5 hours basically. But it was December 28th, and the thing is, it was hot. Like, it got really hot that day. And there were people that had been camped out since, like, before Christmas. So the people who were camped out since before Christmas, they got in there right away. I saw a guy walk out with a double eagle, very rare. They had, I think they had that was like the craziest thing I saw. But they had stag, and I think I just missed the stag too.
Oh.
Like, if I had gotten there like 30 minutes earlier, I probably would have been able to get a stag.
Oh, you saw people checking out with it?
Yeah, I saw people leaving with it, like when I was like almost right at the door. So I was like, man, I was so sad about that. But they had the E.H. Taylor small batch single barrels. I don't know if they had a barrel proof. This, obviously, they had all the Wellers. By the time I had got in there, the only ones they had left were the 12-year, the green label. What is the green label? The special Weller, special, whatever the green label is, the common one. The full proof and the 107. And then they had the Four Roses single barrel proof recipes. They had, by the time I got in there, they still had 9 of the 10 recipes available. So I did get one of those. And then 3 different versions of Old Forester single barrel proof. I guess 3 different picks. And then, yeah, that was Eagle Rare, of course, Buffalo Trace, an Eagle Rare store pick. Most of what they had was store picks. They had an Elijah Craig barrel proof store pick, and then a regular Elijah Craig store pick, the Elijah Craig small batch. Yeah, it was a lot that they had. So it was people had to have been spending like thousands of dollars on stuff. Like, sure. Individual folks were spending thousands of dollars. I only spent hundreds.
I'm sure people traveled just to get to those.
Yeah, no, I'm sure.
Because I think there was only 2 opened, right? In the whole.
There were 3 in the state.
3?
Mm-hmm. There was 1 here, 1 in Houston, and 1 in Dallas.
Oh, okay.
So.
Does it get shipped to different cities all the time? Or mostly it's around this area?
No, because there's usually always 1 in Houston and Dallas, and then the last few years it's sort of like alternated between San Antonio and Austin.
Oh, okay.
So this year it was in San Antonio. But, yeah, I know that I think Dallas and Houston had more than we did. I think they had like the Old Forester birthday bourbon, and like some other renditions of E.H. Taylor. I don't know. What they had was crazy. So yeah, whenever we do our video where we compare the Blantons, I'll share some of the pictures that I took and put them in that video, because it was a lot, and I should have taken more pictures and videos, honestly, but I just didn't. They had you going through sort of almost like a little assembly line type of thing. So it's like you enter the store, and then they had it kind of like marked off where you walk, and then they had people around like with little tables. Mm. And so like from each table you could pick 1 whiskey, or, you know, for the most part. So like this person here, they had all the Wellers, and then the next person had all the E.H. Taylors, and then the next person, their table was just full of Eagle Rare. The person back here, he had all the Blantons. And then they had someone with a bunch of Penelopes. They had the Willet purple top and the Willet. What was the other Willet that they had? It was like a black bottle. It's not the skinny one like the purple top. It was like a black bottle, kind of like shorter stout bottle. I don't know which one that was, but they had that. Those were expensive. The purple top was like $400 something.
Really? Wow.
Yeah. But. Yeah. If it's in town again next year, I'll probably go. I'll probably get there a little earlier too.
I feel like I would get bored and just like, I'll just walk away.
No, there were folks there that they brought like chairs and like food, and like there was, you know, a guy on his iPad there just watching movies. It's like, yeah, I didn't come like very well prepared for this.
Oh, all you had was just your phone?
I just had my phone, and like it was dying. Lucky for me, Josh showed up with like tacos and a drink.
Oh.
Because
it's like, oh, he's still there.
Yeah. So.
Brought you a charger?
No, not a charger, but, food. Yeah, anyway.
What if someone had to use a restroom? Like, how would that work?
You could go into the store and, buy other things.
No, but I mean, like, how do you get your spot saved?
Oh, the people there were cool.
Oh, okay.
Like, folks, walked away, like, for whatever reason, they'd come back. People, they wouldn't be like, no, back of the line. Like, yeah. Like, the group behind me, there were, like, 4 of them in that group. And this one guy left to go get, like, food for everyone, and he came back.
Oh, did he get you food?
No, like, just for, like, the group he was with.
Oh.
But, yeah.
You could have asked him, like, hey, I'll give you money. Go get me food.
You know I'm awkward.
Can I have a cup of water, please?
No, I almost went in there. Oh, and, like, a few people in front of me was, like, a whole family. So, like, a husband, wife, and, like, their 3 kids.
Oh, wow.
And those 3 kids, they must have been, like, if I had to guess, their ages range from, like, 3 to 7. But they had to have been, like, some of the most well-behaved kids, like, ever.
Well, there was, like, oh, you should get that Eagle Rare.
No, like, because for most of it, we were standing outside, like, just waiting. But they had them in, like, this little covered, like wagon kind of thing. And then they each had, like, an iPad that they were, like, playing games on or watching movies on.
Oh.
So they were, like, very much entertained. They had snacks for the kids and water. Like, I was like, okay, they've done this before.
Well, next time.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So that is Blanton's, and I enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah.
I know we were, like, discussing a story here.
Mm-hmm.
I guess we could have cut in parts, right? But anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah. It had a very spicy taste.
Yeah, it was spicier on the taste than I thought it would be. But the nose was very sweet, vanilla, caramelly, fruity.
Yeah. Very refreshing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That was actually really good. Mm-hmm. I might actually buy another of those. And I don't know if it was that good because it's a store pick or if it's just usually that good, but I don't know.
Well, store picks are pretty on the nose with even... It's not completely different from the actual taste, right?
No, it's usually like, a better version of that thing, like the normal thing. So, all right, Blanton's, you're going away. We'll do a review of this one.
Yeah.
A full review of it. It's a single barrel whiskey anyway, so even though it's a store pick, I feel like we could still do a review on it and be pretty, spot on. Because anything that's a single barrel whiskey, like the Henry McKenna or like that Jack Daniel's single barrel proof rye, like they're all going to be a little bit different from each other.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, what is going on?
Did you have that issue last time too?
I did. Hold on, guys. I'm having a hard time getting this back in the box. Okay, there it is. It is back in there. All right, good stuff. Next whiskey. It's the Weller 107, Antique 107, and it's the store pick. It's got the little specs sticker on there.
I think they're the only 2 store picks you got right, and then the rest were...
No,
You got 3 of them?
At least 5 of them were store picks. Yeah, 5 of them
Oh, okay.
were store picks. I'll get new glasses. Yeah, so this is the Weller 107. Never had this one before. Well, never had a bottle of it before. I think I did try it once in a bar. But couldn't pass on the store pick. And they were doing only one Weller per customer. But because my wife was with me, she was able to buy this as like being her own customer.
Ooh.
Because we have another Weller that we also got. And that will be later. Weller 107.
All right.
Antique.
Nosing time?
Nosing time. Okay, this is still sweetness, but not as much as the Blantons. Which is a little surprising since it's a weeded. Okay, cherry came through on that smell.
I'm getting like a cherry herbal type of smell to it.
Yeah.
Like earthy.
Mm-hmm. No, I kind of thought herbal too when I smelled it. If you're here watching and you haven't left a like already, go ahead and leave a like and say hello in the chat. Yeah, this one, the more I smell it, it kind of softens out a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Like at first, I think that herbal sort of hit me a little hard just because that Blanton's was very sweet and just very pleasant.
This one feels more warm.
Yeah, almost like a warm weather whiskey.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas the other was almost like refreshing, like you said. All right, shall we try it? Cheers.
Cheers.
Yep, that one's got a little bit more of a kick to it that the Blantons didn't have. Cheers, Love Antique from Show Me the Proof. Yeah, this one had a little bit more of a kick to it, which I don't know if I particularly dislike.
Yeah. I almost coughed that up. Just because I got to. Anyways, I like it. It gave me like a head rush.
Really?
Yeah.
Like you felt like lightheaded or something?
No, like when you drink something warm, like kind of just like heats you up.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, this one is nice, and the 107, I think I'm feeling the proof on this. Even though like I feel like we've had whiskeys that are higher proof where we don't really feel the proof.
Mm-hmm.
But on this one, I'm feeling it. And I don't know if I'm going to finish this glass just because I know we still have a few more to get through. So if you don't want to finish that one.
It does have an herbal, earthy taste to it too.
Mm-hmm.
A bit dry on taste.
It is, right? But yeah, Antique 107, so 107 proof, 53.5% alcohol. The original weeded bourbon, it says. And again, this is a store pick from Specs.
Still good though.
Mm-hmm.
Really bitter, like kind of like a grape skin type of bitterness.
Yeah, almost the kind of thing you get from like a sherry finished Scotch. Although I know that this isn't finished because if it was finished, it would say it was because it's bourbon. But yeah, that is interesting.
Yeah, something I'd like to come back to.
Yeah, no, we'll come back to that one. We see this one. It's not a single barrel, so I don't know if doing a review of this bottle really makes a lot of sense. Well, I guess we could, and just yeah, we could do a review of it. Why not? We can do whatever we want.
There we go.
I don't think I'm going to finish that one, though. If you want to pour yours in there, I'll pour mine in there. That can be our dump glass.
Okay.
Or did you want to come back to that later?
Oh.
Okay.
Ask me after you pour. It's kind of weird.
I know. No, it's just because we got a couple of... we got a few high-proof ones coming up.
Yeah.
So I don't want to get too crazy here. A little old-fashioned. Cheers. Hopefully you are doing well. Yeah, we're doing well. We're trying some allocated bourbons that I picked up at the Specs allocated bourbon drop back in late December. So, doing pretty well. All right, this next one, I've actually drank some of this one a little bit.
Wow, you really like that one.
Mm-hmm. So this is the Penelope Straight Bourbon Whiskey Toasted Marshmallow Toast. I don't know if this one is actually allocated or not, but it's... I believe this... I also don't know if this isn't a store pick. So this is the one that may not be a store pick from Specs, but I still got it there. And I remember we tried the Penelope 4-grain from one of those little miniature bottles, and we really liked it. So when I saw the Penelope there, I was like, you know what? I should get another Penelope. So, Penelope Toasted Marshmallow Toast. Char level 1, toast heavy, proof 110. Ooh,
interesting.
Char level 1, wow. I feel like most bourbons are usually like 3, maybe 4. 4 years old, non-chill filtered. Yep. There that one is. Bourbon Nerd LFTP, welcome to the chat.
Welcome.
Penelope Toasted Marshmallow Toast. Is this the one that you tried when you came over? Or
No.
was it the Four Roses?
Four Roses.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You were going to show... you wanted to wait on this one. But you were telling me that it kind of...
So are you getting like the toasted marshmallow?
Not quite. I'm still getting the herbalness from the other one.
Well, yeah, maybe. It's definitely herbal, but I think that's just kind of how this one is.
Oh, so it is coming from this one. Okay, I thought I'm still selling herbal from the other one.
I don't think so. I think this one just kind of has...
that characteristic?
Mm-hmm.
I think I am getting some marshmallow.
Yeah. Like, I felt like the first time I had this, I got, like, the marshmallow, even, like, the graham crackers sort of thing that you get with a s'more. And I don't know if that was just, like, because it's called marshmallow toast, that I was just sort of...
Oh, you're already like, looking for it. And
yeah, and kind of convincing myself that it was there. Yeah, this one has sort of an herbal, almost spicy kind of thing happening with it. Penelope Toasted series explores the depth and complexity different char and toast levels have on our flavor profile. After full maturation, we finish straight bourbon whiskey in new charred oak barrels. So again, this is char level 1, toast heavy, 110 proof.
Kind of makes me interested on what the other char levels would be.
Yeah. Like I said, I think most bourbons are at least like a char level 3.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And I never really like completely understood what it meant by toasted, because I know like there's the Elijah Craig toasted barrel. There's other whiskeys out there that are like toasted barrel, and I never quite understood what the difference was between toasted and charred. So if anyone knows, put it in the chat. But that's been something that I've kind of wondered about before.
I do smell like a light toastedness to it.
like toast. It just smells like toast. It is oaky. So I wonder if that's the toast coming from it. But I would think that a higher char level would bring out the oak more. But I don't know. I'm going to sip it.
Okay.
Cheers.
Cheers. Huh.
That's pretty good.
It is, but I'm not sure what I'm picking up.
It's very oaky for me. Like, very oaky. I'm going to take a sip of water before my next sip. I like the Penelope toasted myself. So I have a question, because I picked this up because we had tried a Penelope and we really liked it, and this was just like the next Penelope I saw. So this one is marshmallow toast, but just sort of based on this description, it sounds like that there's like various like
char levels,
and variations,
levels.
of like char levels and toast levels. So maybe this particular one is marshmallow toast. So if you've had any of the other toasteds that are different char levels or different toast levels, let us know like what those were called and what you thought of them, because I'm kind of curious now.
Very airy on the taste.
Yeah.
Like light.
It is kind of light, isn't it? Which is weird because it's super oak heavy too. Mm-hmm. It's like light and heavy at the same time. So this is like oaky, dried fruits. Not like a raisin, but maybe like a dried apricot. Maybe there's a cherry in there too. Celery. I got celery.
See, I was like thinking like I got a vegetable, but I'm not sure what type of green I got. But I think it's celery.
You think it's celery? This is a really interesting one, actually. This might be one that we have to come back to on a review. Honestly, we'll probably have to come back to all of these on a review at some point.
I am getting that graham cracker, but like the dryness you get like after eating the graham cracker, and like like absorbs all the water and everything. Yeah, getting kind of like that.
Yeah. You all right? I think I'm done with that one for now. Okay. So like I said, we're doing these in proof order. So the next one, proof-wise, is going to be... Let me get this out. I should have waited before I started that sentence. It's going to be the Weller Foolproof. Another another spec store pick. This one is 114 proof.
Ooh.
57% ABV. And this is one that I still have not opened. It took a lot of like self-control to not open these. I only opened 2 of the 6 bottles I bought there. The Penelope was one of them, and the one that we have after this is the other.
1, 2, 3, 4. What was the other one?
The Four Roses?
And, no, not the one.
And the Old Forester.
Oh, that's right.
I love that glug glug glug. All right. This is Weller Foolproof Yeah. I bought this bottle, honestly, like solely based off of its reputation.
Oh, the Weller or the Sorpic?
The Weller Full Proof.
Oh.
Because I had tried the 107 before. I hadn't tried that Penelope, but like the one that we tried, I kind of bought that just because I was curious. But this one was like, I bought it just based off of the reputation of Weller Full Proof.
Is that the main reason why you went there for this one?
No, but I kind of told myself, like, if they have it, I'll probably get it. I went mostly for Stag, but...
Gotta get there early.
Yeah. I had told myself, too, like, I'm not going to buy a Blanton's. But then I just saw that big, like, mountain of Blanton's, and I was like, oh, yeah, I gotta have one of those. And I'm glad I bought it, because it was really good.
Mm-hmm. I think that's my favorite out of all of them.
I think so, too. I think that might be my favorite so far. Ooh. Okay, hold on. I like how this smells. Okay, this kind of reminds me of the Blanton's. It has sort of a refreshing smell to it.
Mm-hmm.
It has a...
See, all of them smell earthy to me.
This one doesn't...
Oh, except for the Penelope. Like, kind of, but not really.
But see, this one doesn't have that herbal thing that the Penelope had, and even that the 107 had for me. This one is more... This one is leaning more towards the Blanton's, and it's a lot sweeter than the previous two.
Yeah.
Okay, now the herbal is hitting. It took a minute, but now it's hitting. It's like fresh air. Like, you ever just like go outside, like maybe after it's rain, and you just like kind of like take a big inhale of like the fresh air. Like, that's what I'm getting from this one.
Kind of like the wet grass.
Mm-hmm. Oh, this is really nice.
Yep.
All right. Taste
Cheers.
it. Cheers.
Okay, so that tastes a lot different than the rest.
It tastes a lot different than it smells. Honestly, I feel like I didn't get much on the taste.
Really? I got the vanilla and I got creaminess.
Mm.
Kind of like a melted ice cream.
Mm.
Well, not melted, but like a marble slab type.
Okay, yeah. I'll let it sit on my tongue a little bit. I see what you're getting. Very heavy on the vanilla. Very heavy on the oak. Mm-hmm. Like those like classic bourbon notes. Vanilla, oak. Some kind of sweetness. What is that? Is that a brown sugar sweetness?
I think so.
Yeah, just very classic bourbon notes. Cheers, boys. That's a lovely dram. Prashant Khan, I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name. Prashant Kanolkar? Thank you for joining the chat and welcome. Yeah, I like that one too. Mm-hmm. The first sip didn't do much for me, but like the subsequent sips were good.
I think this one hit number 1 for me.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Out of the ones we picked, or you picked.
I don't know, I think the Blanton's is still number 1 for me. This one might be number 2. This one on the nose, like the nose on this one was amazing. Oh, I got it right. Awesome. I'm gonna pour a little bit more. This one's interesting. Just a little bit more. Do you have enough?
So good. Because you get the classic bourbon notes, or bourbon taste, but you also got the creaminess. It has a really good finish to it. It lingers. I mean, you don't have to keep sipping it. You can just let it sit, and you can still taste it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think the proof is starting to hit a little bit. Where did the water go? Oh, you have the water. I'm going to add a drop to this one. Would you like a drop?
Yeah.
We might ought to add drops going forward because the next few are going to be pretty high proof. All right, so the water mellowed out the smell a little bit for me.
I smell a lot of cherry.
Yeah, I can see that. Which bourbon in your collection was the hardest to get? I don't know, because, like, this stream is sort of based off of that. But probably the Stag Junior. This one right here. This isn't one that was picked up on this particular haul, but I bought this bottle. It's got to be 3 years ago now, and I haven't been able to find another one of these since.
If you do look online, it creeps up in price.
Mm-hmm. So it might be that Stag Junior. That's batch 15 of Stag Junior before they dropped the Junior. So yeah, but all of these that we're trying on this stream were picked up at the Specs allocated bourbon drop here in Texas. They had like a big allocated event, so all of these were picked up at Specs by me on December 28th of last year. So that's what we're trying tonight, or those whiskeys that I picked up that day. Blanton's Gold or B? SFTB. Straight from the barrel. This is Blanton's Gold. No, it's not straight from the barrel. It's the Blanton's Gold. Yeah, the cherry came through after adding the water, which is crazy after just one drop.
But it's like a black cherry, right?
Mm-hmm.
I like that. I like adding that water.
Did you taste it yet?
I haven't. I've just been smelling it. I've been enjoying the smell.
Taste it. Because the taste changed a lot for me.
Really?
Yeah, it's like, it's more like kind of sawdusty now.
Really?
I feel like the water brought the oak out.
It was already oaky.
Do you prefer... Yeah, but I feel like it brought it out more.
Mm.
Do you prefer gold over SFTB? I haven't tried the SFTB. But that gold was pretty good. I definitely prefer the gold over the standard Blantons, which are the only two I've ever tried. Did it do the same for you, or are you getting something different?
No, it's like salt dusty.
Yeah. Isn't that weird? Like, I liked what it did on the nose, but I don't like what it did on the taste.
Mm. It made it much drier.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
It's a plus and a minus at the same time.
Right. All right. Let's put that right there next to the other one.
So probably don't add water to that one.
Yeah, probably not. I wouldn't say so.
It's good how it is.
Did you manage to get your hands on JD10 or JD12? No, but I believe they had at that drop. I believe they had Jack Daniel's 10, but I didn't get there early enough to actually get it because I was 380th in line. So by the time I got there, they were all out of Jack Daniel's 10, and they were out of Stag, which made me really sad because I wanted to get another bottle of Stag, but they didn't have it. But no, haven't gotten the JD 10 or 12 yet. I did see the JD 10 in the store a couple weeks ago in another store, but it was like $199, and I wasn't gonna pay that much for it.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
Well, if they have it on a Monday or Tuesday, you should take a day off and we'll camp out there.
I'm down. All right, next one on the list is Four Roses single barrel proof. This is a Specs store pick, aged 9 years and 2 months. This is the OESV recipe. So 20% rye mash bill, delicate fruit. Okay, I didn't pour enough. And this is the only Four Roses that I've ever bought that from one of those 10 recipes, OESV. So by the time like I said, I was 380th in line, but by the time I got there, they still had 9 out of the 10 recipes available. I'm trying to remember which one they were out of.
Oh, I think you told me.
Which I can look it up real quick and see, because I wasn't too familiar with the Four Roses, but I was like, you know what? Let me try one of those. So I had kind of gone online and looked at the like the different recipes, and was like, okay, I think just based off of the description, like I think I'll like this one the best. But then when I got there and I asked for it, they were like, oh, we're out of that one. Like, oh, great. Let's see here. Which one was it?
I think it was O something, but without...
Well, they're all O something.
Oh, yeah, but without one of the letters. It was just a 3-letter, I believe.
Was it the OESO? I think it was the OESO. I think that's the one that I was that I wanted to get, but then by the time I got there, they were out of that one. And that was the only one they were out of. They had the other 9 like still available. So Four Roses, OESV. Nice to see you drink and experience really special bourbons. Yeah, no, it's awesome. They one of the employees of the store came by and was like, hey, just so you know, any bourbons that you buy at this, or any whiskeys that you buy at this event, are non-refundable, non-returnable. And he was saying that, I guess, when they did it prior, that folks came to buy the bourbons with the intention of reselling them, like at a higher price.
Oh, and then when it didn't work out, they just want to return them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So he was like, yeah, no returns, no refunds on these. Like, makes sense. Because they sell it basically at MSRP.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, a lot of oak cinnamon on this one I'm getting. Like super heavy cinnamon, actually. And I'll go ahead and just say again, those of you who are watching, if you haven't hit that like button yet, go ahead and hit that like button and say hello in the chat. Yeah, I'm getting like a pear out of this.
Is it pear or like a plum?
Well, there might be a plum in there too, but I'm getting. I think I'm getting a pear, like a pear, like a green apple.
Well, I'm getting a green apple.
Yeah.
Yeah, the green apple I'm definitely getting.
I think there's a pear in there too.
Ready to try?
Yeah. Cheers.
Spicier on the taste.
Yep.
But that's more of the kick from the proof.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think that's more of the alcohol impact coming in. Prashant says, I hate hoarders and resellers. Bourbons are meant to be enjoyed, not traded like trophies, and live their life unopened on a shelf.
I agree.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree. It took a lot of like restraint for me to not open a lot of these before right now. Because I bought these on, if you weren't here earlier in the stream, I bought these on December 28th. That was the date that they had the drop. And I did open 2 of them. This was one of the ones that I opened, and he and I actually tried it, like, what, a month ago?
I think so.
Maybe. And the other one was the Penelope that we had opened. But the others, we waited until the stream to open. So that was tough to do. Because usually when I buy a new whiskey, I like to try it right away, but...
Yeah, but I agree. The MSRP should stay the MSRP. It shouldn't increase.
Yeah. Ooh. That scent went down a little bit easier for me.
That one went down a little bit rougher. It was good. It was very sweet, but it went down a little bit rougher.
Yeah. That one was very fruity for me. Maybe the plum on that one, actually. I think that came through more so than the apple. The apple's still there, but it was more prominent on the smell. For me, at least. Life is too short. Nice to see you guys experience the best and make new memories. Heck yeah.
Always.
No, it's always fun. Like whenever like we have people over, which isn't often, but whenever we have people over, like I'm always like, "Oh, do you want to try some whiskey or do you want to try some bourbon?" Cuz like that's to me it's all about like, "Hey, try this. Like I want to share this with you."
Yeah.
Like that's what it's all about. Even if they're not like a whiskey person. And my wife gets after me because like I'll offer like, "Oh, do you want to try this?" And she's like, "Why are you always trying to make people drink?" And I'm like, "But it's the experience of trying this together."
But you know, it does have like a tardy type of taste to it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I like that one.
That is good. Mm-hmm. This will be another one that I will want to come back to on a review. Because it's a single barrel whiskey, even if it's not a store pick. So, yeah, I think this is one I want to come back to in a review.
For some reason, I always thought like Four Roses was like a cheaper brand.
Well, I mean, there is like the cheap Four Roses. But, I mean, like, I think most brands, you know, they have their sort of their cheap version and then they have their
higher end.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, I always thought like Four Roses would be compared to like well, I guess Jim Beam has the same aspect of it. They're cheaper and higher ends, but
yeah, like Jim Beam, they have Four Roses.
But it's more. It's more higher end than Jim Beam is, right?
Yeah, well, I think the biggest difference with Four Roses and Jim Beam is Four Roses puts their name on everything, whereas Jim Beam, like I think the Jim Beam higher end stuff is like going to be like the Bookers. So like even though it comes from Jim Beam, it doesn't like explicitly say it on the label. Whereas Four Roses, like everything they do, it just says it on the label.
Like that one though.
Yeah, I like it too. I gotta say though, I still think the Blantons is my favorite.
I like that Weller. That Weller was good.
It was very good. That Weller is probably still my number 2. All right, final one of the night. Let me get us a couple of glasses. There you go.
Thank you, sir.
Here I go. Final one of the night is the Old Forester single barrel strength.
Barrel strength. And that's not. Oh, that is a specs.
Yep. 65.8% ABV.
Ooh.
131.6 proof.
Oh wow.
This is just slightly higher than the Stag.
Wait, this is gonna be your highest one?
Yeah.
Like in totality?
I don't know about totality, but it's our highest one tonight. It's one of our highest ones, probably in totality. At least like top like.
Wasn't Stag like our highest one? Or we had something stronger than Stag?
I don't know. Well, we had a where's that Elijah Craig? We had a high proof Elijah Craig. It's one of those over there. Yeah, fresh bottle crack. That's most of these. All right.
And then we always like to come back to them whenever like they sit a little bit, and then we'll try them again. Sometimes they're different, sometimes they're not.
Yeah. We'll have this again on a review. But yeah, fresh bottle crack on that one. So yeah, Old Forester single barrel strength. This is another store pick from Specs. Warehouse L, floor 2. 65.8% ABV. And I think those are all the details. Yep, those are all the details. We didn't add water to that last one, but honestly, I don't know if we needed to.
Oh, yeah. This one may need to.
We might need to on this one, yeah. I remember even the Old Forester 1920 to me being kind of heavy on the alcohol impact, but maybe this one will be a little better. I don't know.
Right?
Yep.
First smell. Okay, the alcohol impact is still there. Or not
okay.
Still there. Is there.
Yeah, but like it has a very pleasant smell to me. Like real fruity, like real cherry-y.
I'm getting like a garden type of smell.
Yeah, like a fresh soil sort of thing. Very oaky. Wow, that smells really nice. I'm going to set that down for a minute and have a sip and then come back to it. But yeah, you're right. It's kind of... do you need more water?
I don't think so.
It had, like you said, sort of like a fresh soil, earthy smell. But like a fresh, earthy. Fruity, cherry, oaky. Again, kind of like that Weller, foolproof, very classic bourbon notes, but just sort of like the best of all of those.
But it's not like only the earthiness to it, or the soil part. Like, You know, like whenever you walk into a garden, like with like in any like the vegetation, whether it's fruits or greens, and you just kind of like smell everything.
Yeah.
It kind of like it's a combination of everything together.
Mm.
Not like a salad when everything's cut up, but you know.
Yeah. Yep, that is quite nice.
I like that a lot.
Yeah. All right. You ready to taste it?
Yep. Cheers. Sweet on taste.
Yeah. The proof shows up though.
Yeah, I took a very, very small sip, so hopefully I'm trying not to get that.
Yeah. But no, it is sweet. The oak comes through big time.
Pretty heavy.
Yeah. On the finish, it's got that sawdusty thing again, like the Weller had, or the Weller Foolproof had after we add the water. I'm kind of getting that on the finish.
Dry, bitter.
Yeah, it is very dry, actually. All right.
I think that one needs water.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a sip and then try it, and then actually add water to it because I want to see how it is after we take a sip. Because it is very high proof. Lovely tasting notes. You should keep a small diary. You know what I've started doing?
What did you start doing?
When I edit our videos of our reviews, I've been taking notes of what what tasting notes we're getting.
Really? Mm-hmm. Oh, wow.
Yeah. I just started it this year.
Oh, okay.
But, yeah, I've started doing that because I think that's a good idea to have like a
reference
diary or a reference or something of like what notes we get when we try the different whiskeys.
Well, that's interesting.
Yeah, but no, I started doing that. So whenever I edit a video, when one of us says a tasting note, I like write it down.
Oh.
All right, I'm gonna add a drop of water. Actually, I'm gonna add. Yeah,
Just start a drop.
Just one for now.
Yeah, and then you can always add. Remember, you can't take away, but you can always add.
Yeah.
So it made it sweeter. It took away the dryness and the bitterness away.
I wouldn't say it took it away, but it reduced it.
Yeah.
Like it's still there, but it's not there as much. That's actually pretty nice. This one, unlike the Weller Foolproof, I think benefits from adding a little bit of water to it. I'm going to add one more drop. Would you like another drop?
Let me try it one more time in that one.
I'll turn it this way so that the SMWS logo faces forward.
So with one drop, he has 2, so we had like for a difference. With 1 drop, the alcohol impact is still there.
Mm-hmm.
Still a little sharp. Not as bitter, not as dry. Sweet.
What I've noticed about adding water to whiskeys is that it doesn't really impact the alcohol. If anything, sometimes adding water increases the alcohol impact, but it really does have an impact on the flavors. Now, sometimes it dilutes the flavors way too much, but other times it brings out new stuff, which is really, really pleasant.
Yeah.
So I think the 1 drop in this one, it reduced some of the bitterness, which was nice and allowed more of the sweetness to come through. I haven't tried it yet with the 2nd drop.
Sometimes it changes like the well, not physically, but kind of like it changes the viscosity of it, like whether it's creamy or not.
Mm-hmm. I think just on the nose, it's sweeter after the 2 drops.
Even 1 drop, it made it sweeter.
The cinnamon is not as prominent, but it's still there. Like that cinnamon that I got on the initial nose.
That garden variety kind of like went away.
Yeah, a little bit, didn't it?
Mm-hmm.
But I think that was part of that bitterness.
Maybe.
Yeah, because that's not a very sweet smell.
Mm-mm.
All right, gonna try it again.
Right. So the the 2nd drop made it a little bit spicier.
I think it made the alcohol impact more. Yeah. The alcohol impact on the 2nd drop. Wow. You know what? I'm actually going to add a little bit more whiskey.
It took away the dryness and bitterness for me.
I think because I had less whiskey in my glass when I added the 2nd drop. I don't know if it just brought like the alcohol to the surface or something, but the alcohol impact after adding that 2nd drop for me was just like it was a lot. This whiskey is very interesting. I'm going to add another drop now that my glass is a little bit more full.
The earthiness came back with the 2nd one. Besides that, I'm not sure what I'm getting.
I think when I added that 1st drop, it was really nice. The 2nd drop was too much.
Yeah.
It just... It brought forward the alcohol way too much.
Probably like no drops or 1 drop is where I'm going with right now.
No, I'd say 1 drop.
What did 3 drops do with yours when you added more?
Well, I added more whiskey.
Yeah.
And then I added 2 drops. So I'm up to 4 drops now.
Oh, you had another drop?
Yeah. Well, I added 2 drops at a time. When I did the 3, I added 2 drops instead of 1.
Oh.
But I feel like it's almost kind of back to how it was. But yeah, it's I think maybe we add drops and then let it sit for a while. Not right now, but maybe one of these days we do where we like add drops of water, let it sit for a little bit, and then
try. Oh, we still gotta do that. What was it? That minute per ABV or whatever it was that you were talking about.
Oh, where you have to let a whiskey sit for 1 minute for every year old that it is.
Yeah, there you go. Mm-hmm. We got to do that.
Yeah. There's a lot of things we still need to do. But like a high proof whiskey like this, like it would be fun to like pour a certain amount, like a half ounce into a glass, and then add a drop of water. And then wait like a certain amount of minutes, have another glass, pour a half ounce, add a drop of water, and then try that one right away. But then this one, maybe it's been sitting for 15 minutes or so.
Oh, I see. And see how much it changes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or maybe have like 3 of them. Well, we can do 3 of them with that one with one particular whiskey.
Mm-hmm.
So we can do one right away, one at 3 minutes, and one at 10 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah. It would have to be a high proof whiskey like this one. But I think we could do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out which whiskey we should use. Probably this one. Honestly, this would be a good one to do it with.
That Elijah Craig you were talking about?
That would be a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So my conclusion for Old Forester, no drops, but if you want to add a drop, 1 drop.
Yeah. I wouldn't go past that. Because even after adding like
maybe 2 drops and a full glass. Oh, full Glencairn glass.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that's like at the body part of it.
That's an interesting question. Any bottles in your collection you regret buying?
Wait, is there one?
I don't know.
I think there's one that you regret buying.
There's a couple of whiskeys that I've bought that I did not like, but they were pretty cheap, like under $20.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I really regret buying it.
Probably there's something that you wouldn't buy again.
Yeah. But I don't know if there's really a whiskey that I've spent like a significant amount of money on that I regret buying.
Even the blantons, which is the most you spent. Well, not this one. The blantons.
The regular blantons, yeah.
I think that's the most you spent on something that you probably wouldn't buy again.
Yeah. So the regular Blanton, like the standard Blantons, I bought that one for $64, and it was fine, but I don't think I wouldn't buy it again. Like if I had tried it first before buying it, I don't think I would have bought it. So maybe that's my answer, Blantons.
Yeah. Well, but it wouldn't be like a regret buying. It's more like...
But I don't regret buying it. That's the thing.
Yeah, because then we wouldn't know if we didn't try it.
Yeah, but I mean, like the thing about Blantons is like, even if you like don't like the whiskey itself, you get a really cool bottle.
No horse.
Oh, you know what? Let's see what horse that is. I kind of want to see. Because, so the Blanton's Gold has the S. But I have a standard Blanton's up here that has... I cannot remember for the life of me which one this one is. This one...
Oh, okay.
It's also the S.
Really?
Yeah.
Dang.
So I have 2 S's. Well, that's sad. You okay? I have 2 S's. So we tried the blends a couple of times here on the channel. That's what it's down to. It's not quite half full, but it's like, I don't know, a little bit. But we'll have to do a comparison between this one and the gold. And maybe we do it blind, just to kind of add that little bit of mystery to it. Because I remember when we tried this, the last time we had Blantons on the channel, I poured it as a blind pour for Gio. And he didn't like it. So I think having it again as a blind pour along with that one, which you did like, would be interesting.
Yeah.
But that being said, I feel like you're very consistent, though, even when we do blind pours. Like, if you liked something knowing what it was, you like it even when it's blind. Yeah.
Well, same as you.
The video that we posted yesterday was our top 5 scotches of 2024. And this guy, he doesn't like smoky scotches, but he does like Lagavulin. And his top 2 were Lagavulin.
Yeah.
And he picked those out from the blind. So you're very consistent with. But I really can't think of anything like high dollar, at least, that I regret buying.
Except for the Maker's Mark. So I'm pretty big fan of Maker's Mark. Except for the Cask Strength French Oak.
Yeah, Cask Strength.
French Oak.
Yeah, this one.
And for some reason, I didn't like that one. That was a blind tasting for me.
I didn't really care for this one either.
I like the regular French Oak.
Yeah.
Or was it French Double Oak or something like that, which I like.
The French Oak, yeah. No, I didn't care for this one either. So I don't know. Maybe this one. This might be one I regret buying because this one was close to $50.
Oh wow!
And neither one of us liked it. So that might be the answer to that question. That's an interesting question, and honestly, that would be an interesting premise for a video. Like the whiskeys that we regret buying, like the 5 whiskeys that we wouldn't buy again, or something like that.
Fireball.
I don't know. I think there's a place for Fireball.
It's like a $10 whiskey that I spend that much money, I still don't like it.
Any Maker's Mark cellar aged that you own or have seen in the no, haven't seen any cellar aged or bought any.
What's the cellar age?
That's the ones that came out after the BEP. So like you know how we had the FAE and the BRTs.
Mm-hmm.
So in 2023, the limited release was the BEP, but we never got it.
I thought you did.
Mm-mm.
Oh.
But then in 2024, they started the cellar aged. I think it started in 2024, and I never saw it anywhere.
Oh wow!
I did see the BEP, but it was like the store I saw it. They wanted like $200 for it.
Oh yeah, that's where I saw it. Too.
Yeah,
the BB.
And I wasn't gonna buy that for $200. The others, I really lucked out with the BRTs because I saw them both at Total Wine and they were like $59.99 or something. So I just bought both of them. But yeah, the BRT, I wasn't about to spend $200 on that. But no, haven't seen the cellar aged. Cheers, lads! Watching from under the blankets. Happy New Year from London. London.
Dang,
James Morgan. It blows my mind every time you enter the chat because being over there in London, I know you're at least 6 hours ahead of us, so it must be super late over there. So I appreciate you jumping into the chat.
Dang. Wait, they're 6 hours ahead of us?
Mm-hmm.
Around there?
6 or 7, depending on daylight savings.
Oh.
But yeah.
Definitely get rid of daylight savings. I think that's pointless.
I don't like daylight savings. But yeah.
I mean, especially people that have I know it's due to working times, but I mean, everyone does overnights and everyone does.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Needs to be gone with.
So James Morgan, I have a question for you. Being in London, do you get what allocated bourbons do you see over there? Oh, you just got up. Okay. What allocated bourbons do you see over there? Because I remember going over there and seeing at the Whiskey Exchange they had. I feel like every time I've gone to the Whiskey Exchange, they have Buffalo Trace, Eagle Rare, E.H. Taylor. But one time I saw the Buffalo Trace kosher for £39, which is a really good price. But we were doing like carry-ons only, so I wasn't able to like buy the bottle to like put in a check bag because we weren't doing check bags. But I don't know. Like, do you drink bourbon at all?
Just questions.
Yeah, no, just all the questions, like for someone in London. No, but thank you for the Happy New Year from London.
Absolutely.
I miss London. I haven't been there since November.
Well, like 6 months?
Like
November?
4 months.
Yeah.
I always miss London.
You have like a second home there. I don't know why you don't have a second home there. Especially when they have like really good prices for houses and stuff. I don't know. You just
Do they have really good prices for houses in London?
Well, I don't know houses. Maybe like apartment rooms. No, I think houses. If I get an advertisement, I'll send it to you.
I don't know.
Because they always have these like weird ones.
Do you get like advertisements for like houses in London?
Oh yeah. Well, you don't?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I live in Texas. Why would I get that?
I don't know. I get weird ones from like sometimes I get from London, sometimes I get it from Australia a lot, and then New Zealand. Okay, if I get one, I'll send it to you.
Okay, yeah.
And I'll show you. They're probably like the not very good parts of whatever country they have, but I still get them.
Maybe. Secondary prices on the allocate. Oh, okay. Yeah. No, I still remember seeing that Buffalo Trace kosher recipe over there. And like I said, it was like 39 pounds. And part of me was like, all right, if I buy this, I'm going to have to check this bag. And to check the bag was going to be like 70 something dollars. It was like, so by the time I buy the whiskey and then check the bag, because 39 pounds is like $45 or like, no, like $55. And then checking the bag was like going to be an additional 75.
Oh, an additional 75.
Mm-hmm. So, okay, 75 plus whatever it was, like, it was going to be a lot of money. I can't do math right now. But I was like, no, it's not worth it to like pay that much to check a bag just for that single bottle of Buffalo Trace kosher.
No, that's why you get more.
Get more what? Oh, more whiskey.
Bourbons. Yeah. To make it worth it.
Yeah. I don't know. LHR World of Whiskeys has some good stuff. Yes, they do. And we have a couple of videos on the channel of me exploring the London Heathrow World of Whiskeys. The Terminal 5 and the Terminal 3. Check those out. No, but I love that store, honestly. We got the Lefroy Pedro Jimenez cask. And when I was there last time, they had the Colonel Taylor small batch. And it was funny because I showed up there and they had four bottles of the Colonel Taylor small batch. And then by the time I got done shopping, all 4 of those bottles were gone.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I picked up a bottle of the Benriach 25 in December. Ooh, nice.
That's a good one.
It sounds nice, though. Benriach. I've never tried a Benriach. We have these 2 here, the Benriach 12 and the Benriach Smoky 12. One of these days we're going to do a video with both of these, but we haven't done it yet. So this is all we've seen. Buffalo Trace have been increasingly dropped here lately. Yeah, I feel like every time I've gone over there, I've seen Buffalo Trace, whether it be Equal Rare or E.H. Taylor. They can be a little pricey though, but yeah, it's interesting to see like what they have over there. Every now and then I saw like a Elijah Craig barrel proof too, so it's pretty cool. Yeah. Do you have any left?
I don't.
All right, I'm gonna pour you just a little tad more for the cheers.
Okay.
And then we'll wrap up. But yeah, we have gone on for a little bit, almost an hour and a half now. So, one whiskey I could recommend is Kavalan Classic from Taiwan.
Ooh.
Which Kavalan did we have?
Do we have a Kavalan?
We had one of the minis of Kavalan. I don't think it was the classic. I think it was a bourbon cask. We had it, I want to say in 2022 or 3. One of those. We did a review of one of the Kavalans. It was a bourbon cask.
Really? Wow.
Aged Kavalan. But I've been curious to try another one because I remember really liking that one. It's just that they cost a lot of money here. Prashant, where are you from? I haven't asked you that yet. Where are you from? What part of the world, country? If you're from the United States, what part of the country? But if not, what part of the world are you from?
Because it seems like he travels a lot.
Mm-hmm.
She?
I'm going to pour myself a little bit more, too. This is the one that I've poured myself like most of.
Yeah.
Glenfiddich 14 bourbon cask at Costco is also gold. Colorado, okay. Oh, okay. You know what? I've been curious about some of the Colorado whiskeys, like Talnua and we have a bottle of Stranahan's here. So if you have any Colorado whiskeys that you recommend, I am all ears because especially Talnua, because I'm very curious about that. But yeah, here in Texas, Costco cannot sell whiskey, which is kind of sad.
Which is strange.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, we'll go ahead and wrap up. Thank you, everyone who joined in Stranahan's. Yeah, we have. I know I said I was going to end it, but I changed my mind. We have this one, just the Stranahan's original. I think this is just like the basic standard one.
Oh, yeah, have we tried that one?
We tried it a couple of years ago, I think.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why I haven't drank this more because I think we both liked it. But Breckenridge bourbon, okay. Yeah, I've seen Breckenridge at Total Wine here, so we might need to pick that up. But I've been curious about the Colorado whiskey because I know there's a lot of good whiskeys coming out of Colorado lately. But if you have any other recommendations for Stranahan's, let us know because they have several different ones at our local Total Wine here. But yeah,
Stranahan bourbon is
Stranahan Snowflake is their annual release.
okay.
Oh, okay. Stranahan Snowflake. That doesn't sound familiar. That might be like a Denver. Okay,
local thing?
Yeah, like a local thing. But thank you everyone who tuned in. You good?
I'm good.
All right. Thank you everyone who tuned in. Hope to see you next month. And yeah, just thank you.
Yep. Thank you.
We'll see you next time.
Cheers.
Cheers.